let's just start with the month of October. 4 unbeaten, 3 clean sheets in that time. I know as a defender yourself you'll be buzzing with that. How do you reflect on the month as a whole?
Yeah, the results are obviously a lot more positive. Overall, there's some good bits of performances, I'll say, in there. I do feel we've definitely got a lot more to offer performance-wise, but we're in a results-driven industry, as we all know, so it's a lot more positive. Bittersweet probably after Saturday. It could have looked a lot more positive if we'd have seen the last couple of minutes out, but overall on the balance of play last week I don't think we can complain too much really with a point. So yeah, I think a lot more positive results wise. We're still striving like we were at the start of the season, like we have been since we've come in, to improve the performances, and hopefully that can continue to come out and bring results to fruition.
There was a lot of pressure from supporters starting to build, I know, on the gaffer and sort of the club as a whole. Do you sort of feel like that's been let off a little bit, if you know what I'm trying to say, on the back of those results?
I'm not sure really, to be honest. The outside noise, I try and stay away from it really. So I can't really comment on that, to be honest, too much. But obviously results, like we just said before, we're in a results driven industry, so if you're getting more positive results than you are not positive, then I'd imagine it's good for everyone.
You've obviously mentioned 3 clean sheets in those 4 games. As a defensive unit, do you feel like you're really starting to gel together now?
Yeah, I do feel we were unlucky to concede not unlucky, it's the wrong word, but we shouldn't have conceded as many goals as we have, and that's been a real sort of bugbear and frustration. And I think the stats back that up, the sort of underlying stats. So to get a sort of run of clean sheets on the board was a little bit more satisfying, shall I say? Yeah.
FA Cup competition you always get excited for?
Yeah, I think it's a good day in the calendar for clubs up and down the country, up and down the pyramid, especially the lower levels. I've had half decent memories played against City in the FA Cup, so it's stuff that these cup runs give the potential of having memories and days like that. So yeah, it's exciting.
Is that City one the standout one for you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What do you remember sort of from that game?
Quite a lot, to be honest. We were just on about it before, weren't we, Joe? And I was saying if it was a game of rugby, then we'd have beat them. And I think that, being at Cheltenham at the time, that where City were at that stage, they were sort of dominating football, really, like domestically and sort of wider. So it was behind closed doors, unfortunately, because COVID season. I think we got to the 80th minute, and I think the Cheltenham fans set some fireworks off outside the stadium, and we were winning 1-0 at that stage. So we all went over to the dugout, as you do during a break in play, had a drink, and remember looking at the clock and seeing, I think it was 81 on the clock, 1-0 up, and I was like, that was the first time really I'd thought maybe. And then before you know it, there's 10 minutes gone and we've got beat 3-1. So but yeah, that's the standout one. I mean, playing against some of them players and going as close as we did is something that, if you get an opportunity to do that again, you relish.
South Shields, the opponent on Sunday. How are you feeling heading there?
Yeah, we'll have a look at them today and tomorrow, sort of a little bit deeper, analyse their team, the way they play, etc. But it's going to be a tough game. I think as soon as we got the draw, we all knew that straight away. They've won, just looking briefly, I think they've won 10 of the 13 games in the league. So they're a really good outfit. I know quite a lot of lads who play at that level, in and around that level, and have done for a while, and they're really well respected. Sort of got a real clear way of playing which they've developed over the years. So we're under no illusions at all. We know it's going to be a really tough game.
How do you avoid it being a banana skin?
Just applying ourselves the way we do for any other game, really. And we've done that so far this week, and I know from the staff we've got and the environment that we've got that'll be exactly the same as any other game. The setup, the due diligence that we do on the opposition, and the preparation that we have is is brilliant, and for me, probably at this level, I don't second to none, I'd say. So it's one of them where you carry on. It's the next game, and we do whatever we can to put the best performance in possible.
It's an early kick-off. How does that affect the routine as a player? And are you a fan of the early kick-offs?
I don't mind them. I think a lot of the lads are not a massive fan of having pasta at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I don't mind it, to be honest. Or either way, you get on with it. So yeah, I'm not take it or leave it. It don't really make a massive difference. Obviously, we're away, so we'll travel tomorrow, so we'll be overnight. So less time in the hotel in the morning of the game. So yeah, it's all right.
And you've had a really impressive start to the season personally as well. Obviously, we mentioned you've got the most amount of clean sheets in the league. You're the club's joint top scorer as well. How do you assess your own personal performance since coming in?
Yeah, again, striving for more, to be honest. You mentioned the goals. I think I'm disappointed I've only got 2, to be honest. Probably should have had a couple more, and could have rather than should have. But yeah, again, like I said, disappointed in the amount of goals we've conceded. As a unit, personally looking at things, constantly reviewing performances and trying to improve, which is something I've done my whole career and will continue to do. But obviously I didn't play much football last year, so getting back in the swing of things, getting back in the rhythm, I felt good physically, and just trying to find that flow almost. And I've getting there, ups and downs, but I know there's a lot more to come still, 100%.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, I think that's a good question, because that is probably something I missed out there. I am enjoying it, and the last month helps it become a little bit more enjoyable when you're getting positive results. But overall, we've got a really good group, good environment, and being back in the mix of it all and being able to sort of apply myself each week is something I'm enjoying, yeah.
And just finally, there's going to be a big number of supporters making their journey up early on Sunday morning. Pleasing again.
Brilliant, yeah. Like I said it after the game at Crawley, the away support is brilliant, and we're hoping that we can give them. We nearly did it last Saturday, and it was a bit of a blow, but we can give them a bit to shout about now. We've got a run, obviously started last week at Oldham. We've got a little run of away games, so if we can sort of give them something to travel home happy with, then that's what we're aiming to do ultimately.
Best of luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.